Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's press conference. It's another beautiful October day here in Erie. Today, we're going to cover 5 topics. First, we'll introduce the Erie Downtown Partnership's new Safety and Hospitality Ambassador Program. Second, we will showcase the upcoming Erie Downtown Partnership events. Third, we'll present a commendation to a very deserving individual in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month. Fourth, we'll announce the Hispanic Heritage Month Health Fair that's coming up. And finally, we'll provide information on the city's participation in the National Drug Take-Back event. Since 2004, the Erie Downtown Partnership has been working to activate downtown, foster placemaking, build community, boost economic vitality, and foster inclusive activities for employees, residents, and visitors to the downtown. The Erie Downtown Partnership creates an environment where people and businesses can thrive in Erie's downtown. As a nationally accredited Main Street organization by the National Main Street Center, the Erie Downtown Partnership is committed to making downtown Erie safe, fun, and welcoming to everyone. Today, I'm happy to introduce John Buchna, the Executive Director of the Erie Downtown Partnership. He's going to tell us about the launch of the partnership's newest initiative, which Erie's first ever Safety and Hospitality Ambassador Program. It's dedicated to placemaking. So with that, I'll turn it over to John.
Thank you, Mayor Schember. Hello and good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mayor Schember. Today is an exciting day for our organization and for our community as a whole. Now, with the help of funders who I'll introduce in a moment, you have the opportunity to better serve our downtown community. The initial pilot team of safety ambassadors will provide cleaning services, visitor assistance, event support, and business outreach within the 70-block Business Improvement District here in downtown Erie. This program is really about leveling up our cleaning services and offering business and guest services throughout the district to strengthen communication and proactively serve our members. The Ambassador Program is managed on behalf of the Erie Downtown Partnership by Street Plus, a nationally recognized leader in providing cleanliness, safety, and hospitality services to more than 100 business districts across the nation. They have a tested, proven methodology that aligns with our mission and values, and they've been engaged with our community over the past 3 years and have visited Erie to better understand our needs on numerous occasions. The ambassadors will be supervised by John Yost, AKA Yoasty. sorry, John. The Erie Downtown Partnership Maintenance Supervisor for the last 4 years. And John has transitioned to the ambassador team as the program supervisor. He will oversee the work of our new team members, Ms. Ashley McCullum, hello Ashley, and Mr. Juwan Canal. Thank you all, and thank you for being part of our team to serve downtown Erie. Quick round of applause for them as I'll continue. See, our ambassadors will have downtown routes to provide observations and interventions regarding the standard of care, the cleanliness, safety hazards, and areas of concern, as well as interacting with individuals in need or experiencing homelessness. The ambassadors are also collaborating with the City of Erie's police department's downtown saturation, the bike patrols, and those routes. Ambassadors will interact with the public, assisting visitors and guests with directions and recommendations, escorting visitors to venues, providing information, and engaging with businesses. Event setup and support is also a crucial service of this program. The ambassadors receive 40 hours of training in customer service, emergency response, first aid, safety best practices, reporting, and public interaction. Training will be ongoing as part of regular skills and orientation development. Small businesses in downtown have been supportive of this new program, which is in direct response to addressing their needs through and after the COVID-19 pandemic. We have engaged with many to better understand and how best to utilize resources to support downtown, and have identified several strategic initiatives that will begin to address our collective concern as businesses welcome customers and employees back downtown. This impact on downtown's quality of life and our economic vitality is what attracted funders to this program. The Safety and Hospitality Ambassador Program is generously supported by the Erie Community Foundation, Marquette Savings Bank, and Erie Bank. Karen Billowith is the new president of the Erie Community Foundation. We are proud that she too said yes to Erie and for being part of this program to assist in the transformation of downtown Erie. With that, Karen Billowith. Karen, if you could say a few words, please.
Thank you. The Erie Community Foundation is really pleased to support this program. One of the things that drew me to say yes to Erie was that everybody was so welcoming, and this is just another example of how our investment in community can be strengthened by partnerships with the city and the economic development agencies, and this program especially will make our downtown seem more welcoming. So thank you to all of you for your commitment, and as I said, we're just pleased to be a part of this program.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you very much. Pat Herr, Erie Community Foundation, thank you for all of the meetings and the time it took. We really are very, very appreciative. Private sector businesses have been instrumental investing in downtown Erie. Marquette Savings Bank is the hometown bank and the only locally remaining headquarter bank in Erie County who recently expanded their headquarters on 10th and State Streets. They are investors in this program. And here's John Dill, Executive Vice President and Chief Lending Officer, to say a few words. John?
Thank you, John. Thank you, Mayor. Marquette is very pleased to be working with the Erie Downtown Partnership Program. With the recent expansion, as John pointed out, with the recent expansion of our headquarters in downtown on 10th and Peach Street, as well as our investment in Erie Downtown Development Corporation and the revitalization of the downtown district, we see the work of the Erie Downtown Partnership as a significant event, and this ambassador program as something that will be a vital component that will have a significant impact as we all work together for a clean, safe, and vibrant community. So thank you very much.
And thank you, John, and thank you, Marquette Savings Bank. We do appreciate it. David Zimmer was Erie Bank's first employee back in 2005 when they were formed here in Erie County. David and the Erie Bank team are also investors in the transformation of downtown Erie and this program. Here's David Zimmer, bank president, to say a few words. David?
Thanks a lot, John. Just on behalf of Erie Bank, I just want to say we're very pleased to be involved in the program. We're very pleased to partner with the Downtown Partnership. Really the downtown is the core of kind of the revitalization of this community. We have so many good things going on down here. I mean, just look at the construction up and down State Street, east and west on 6th Street, kind of all over. And we're just proud to be involved with it. Glad to see and glad to meet the ambassadors. We think a safe and clean downtown is very important to our city now and moving forward. And again, on behalf of Erie Bank, we're just happy to be involved and happy to partner with John and his organization as well as the city. Thank you.
And thank you, David, and thank you and the Erie Bank team for being supportive of this program. And before I turn this back over to Mayor Schemmer, I really want to express our gratitude on behalf of our organization, the board of directors, and the community as a whole for the support of the Erie Community Foundation, Marquette Savings Bank, and Erie Bank for the launch of this program. There's this old saying that you may have heard. It's that it takes a village to raise a child. It'll take a community to raise a downtown for generations, for all to come. Thank you very much. Mayor?
Great job. Thank you very much. Thank you, Karen, John, Dave, and John. I really appreciate your commitment to Erie. This is really a wonderful initiative. I've met the ambassadors maybe about a month or so ago, and I was very impressed with their commitment to really transforming downtown Erie. We had lunch together and about an hour conversation, and they will definitely make a positive impact on downtown Erie. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. My team and I will work with the ambassadors to make Erie's world-class downtown and bayfront safe, welcoming, and a place where everyone wants to live, work, and play. Okay, we're going to move on now to the second part of our presentation today. We'll continue with the Erie Downtown Partnership. I will now introduce Downtown Dave Tamalonis to tell us about some really exciting news coming up that will activate Perry Square in our downtown. Downtown Dave, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Mayor. I'll be brief. We just have a couple big fall events that are coming up in the next few weeks here. First, we're partnering with Brewery at Union Station tonight to hold a special spooky vinyl night starting at 6 p.m. for a $5 suggested donation. You can bring your records and have our DJs spin your tunes. The Erie Horror Fest will be there to talk about their upcoming event and play some spooky silent films in the background. If you don't have records, then you're more than welcome to come enjoy some unique music, enjoy some brewery beers and food, and bask in the spooky vibes. Next, we're proud to partner with the Erie Downtown Development Corporation to bring amateur sports leagues back to Perry Square this fall with the launch of the Flagship City Cornhole Tournament. League signups are now open at flagshipcitysportsandsips.com, and games begin Monday, October 18th in Perry Square at 6:30 p.m. Teams of 2 can sign up now for a chance to win prizes and be crowned the best cornhole team in downtown Erie. Lastly, we are excited to announce the return of the Downtown Fall Fest for its 3rd year on Sunday, October 24th in Griswold Park. The Fall Fest will be bigger than ever before this year, including live entertainment from Maddie and the Pickles and more, kids activities like a pumpkin patch and drum circle, tons of great local makers and craft vendors, harvest produce, and great fall vibes. So Sunday, October 24th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. in Griswold Park, we have a massive fall celebration this year. So thank you. Let's get out and enjoy the great weather today. We're really proud to bring events and activation to Erie and really activate the 4 seasons that we have here in downtown with some great events throughout the fall and winter this year. Thanks again.
Thank you very much again, Downtown Dave. Really, really appreciate all that you're doing and all the Downtown Partnership is doing to activate our downtown spaces. I look forward to these upcoming events. Next today, it's my honor to recognize Julio Quezada, who moved to Erie and set to work making it a much better place. In talking to other Erie residents and business owners, they described Julio as someone who never holds back from extending a helping hand and a warm smile. Here is what 3 community leaders told me about Julio. First is a quote from Penn State Barron's Andy Herrera that gives you insight into how helpful Julio is. Here's what Andy said. One time we needed a specific musical instrument for a Latin band that we were hosting on campus at Penn State Barron. The equipment wasn't available at any music store in Erie. Not knowing what to do, I contacted Julio. Since I was aware of his involvement with the local band Mambo, Julio made the instrument available to me right away, as he happened to own one of them. In his very supportive and reassuring way, Julio said to keep it for as long as I needed it. The event was a great success, thanks to Julio's kindness. Second, Stephen Chahosky, owner of the City Gallery at PACA, told us this. I met Julio over 30 years ago during a couple of basement jams at a mutual friend's home. We immediately hit it off, as I know Julio does with everyone. That's his genuine nature. He showed me Latin stuff, I shared some stuff with him, and over the years, if I ever needed Julio and his band for any event or for anything at all, he was always there without hesitation. This is a well-deserved recognition for a man who's given so much of himself and his talents to the city of Erie. And Diego Anjuara, president of the Erie Latino Leadership Association, couldn't be with us today, but when we asked who we should recognize, Diego was very quick, without hesitation, to recommend Julio. Diego explained that he met Julio in the late 80s when Diego was only 15 years old. And Julio heard him playing in a band and invited him to his Sunday night radio show on WQLN. Diego said that he is the kind of person who would, and I quote, always listen and lend a hand. I never heard him say no, and he never asked for anything. He is committed to family. He has done a lot and is a role model for all of us. He is very humble and always helpful. To me, he is an icon in the Latin American community. Now, before I read Latino's commendation, I want to invite Eddie Ocasio of the Erie Latino Leadership Association to come up and say a few words first. Eddie.
Good morning, everybody, and happy Hispanic Heritage Month. We're coming to a close on that, so I'm glad that we're able to do this right before that ends. What can I say about Julio? I can say so much, and I could be here till this afternoon, but I'm going to talk about a few things that are personal to me, and a lot of people know Julio as Julio with his guitar. When I didn't meet him, I saw him. He was part of a local group in the 80s, a very historical group here in the Hispanic community called Impacto Boricua. My dad happened to be a singer in that group, and Julio was a guitar player. He would sit in the back with his guitar, and I remember when I first saw him, I actually did think, who is this Native American guy who's playing Spanish music? And that's when they told me that he was from Chile. I'm like, oh, so he's Latino, great. And back then, we didn't have Google or ask this or ask that, and we had Ask Julio. Every time I needed guidance, I needed somebody to point me in the right direction, I need help with this, what can I do? People would say, you know what, ask Julio. Ask Julio Quesada. Anything I need, ask Julio. I'm like, who is this Julio? Then I realized that it was the Chileno who looked Native American, who was playing music. And like Diego Andújar said, one of the first things, he's one of the pioneers, one of the first ones we heard on the radio, WQLN, in the 80s again. We love the 80s. And it was at 11 o'clock at night, but we were so excited that we had a voice on the radio just informing us, playing music. So that was big for us. I didn't get to know Julio until he got involved a little bit with the Cat TV, and he had a show called Entérate, which means be informed. Yet another platform that Julio used to inform the community and the Hispanic community of things that were going on. I got to know Julio personally when he invited me to be part of his group, which he still has. It's called Mambo. That was back in 2008, and that's when I really saw the connection he had with the community. Everybody wanted to hear him. He wouldn't say no. Everything was yes. Wedding, yes. Quinceañera, yes, we'll do it. Our first Hispanic festival, 2012, Julio was the first person to play in that. Another historical part that he has put in the Hispanic community. So, like I said, there's so many more I can do, but I want to say personally thank you to him to being an icon here for the Hispanic community. And most importantly, we want to thank you for continuing to say yes. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Eddie. That was a great presentation. I really appreciate it. And coming and sharing your personal experience with Julio. Julio, would you come up and join me now here at the podium? I'm going to read your commendation, and then you'll be able to say a few words if you'd like to. So, okay, this is in recognition of Julio Quesada. Whereas we celebrate Erie's rich cultural diversity during Hispanic Heritage Month, which is September 15th through October 15th. By recognizing achievements, histories, cultures, and contributions of community members who come from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, Central America, and South America. Whereas Julio Quesada, a native of Chile, right, moved to Erie in 1977, bringing his skills, his talents, his perspectives, and his love of music. He built a family and a life here, gives back to the community, serves on the board of the Multicultural Community Resource Center, and spreads kindness through his actions and his warm smile that I've heard a lot about and seen a lot in my own life. Whereas Julio Quesada has entertained listeners over the years on WQLN as a Latin DJ, he is a beloved Latin guitarist, vocalist on the music scene here in Erie. With some of his sons, he established the band Mambo, which is a Latin jazz, salsa, and mandarin band with a side of Latin rock, and we know that band is still performing. Through his music, Julio has brought people together, fostering community, healing, joy, and passion. Julio is an inspiration to us all. Whereas Julio Quezada is a pillar of our community. He exemplifies and advances the Latin culture, consistently offering a helping hand, a listening ear, and a step up. Serving as a volunteer for many organizations and offering opportunities to upcoming musicians, he is grooming the next generation of entertainers here in Erie. Now, therefore, I, Joseph V. Schember, Mayor of the City of Erie, commend Julio Quezada on this date, October 14th, 2021. I encourage residents to join me in celebrating Julio and dancing to his music. He has opened a window into the Latin culture and has made our community stronger by sharing his gifts, his talents, his warmth, and his smile. Julio, we are truly blessed that you've chose to make Erie your home. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Good.
It's been a pleasure, thank you. It's an honor to be here. And being recognized, that's a surprise. But nevertheless, everything I do is just for when somebody needs something and I know where to go, so I let them know. I know where, if they want a student come to Erie to study, I call Andy, so Andy knows, how to do all the paperwork, so on and so on. So, but anyway, I will continue be part of this community. I love it. I like what is going on in downtown. Look very, very, very good for Mambo. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.
And one person I overlooked recognizing a little earlier, so I want to do it now, is Bill Matrogran from the Erie, the president of the board of directors of the Erie group here. So can we give Bill a round of applause as well? Thank you. And thank you, Julio, very much. Really appreciate it. And love what you said. You've made many great additional contributions to the community, including helping with the census last year, serving on a steering committee to paint the City of Erie bandwagons, playing during Celebrate Erie and during the 814 Music Fest. We are very grateful and highly value everything you've done, and I know you'll continue to do here in Erie. Thank you very much. As part of Hispanic Heritage Month, I also want to mention that this Saturday, October 16th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., the Erie Latino Leadership Association is conducting a health fair at the Boys and Girls Club of Erie. That's at 1515 East Lake Road. There will be 5 things going on there. There'll be a free health screening for anyone that needs it, an opportunity to meet local health professionals, community resource tables, COVID-19 vaccines, as well as flu vaccines will also be available. If you need more information about that, please call 814-504-3617. Finally today, I know it's been a long press conference, but it's been a good one, I think. Finally today, the Erie Police Department will once again be participating in the DEA's Drug Take-Back event, which is next Saturday, October 23rd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It'll be right out in the front lobby of City Hall. Unused and expired prescription medications can be a public safety issue. Improperly disposing of medications can lead to potential accidental poisonings, overdoses, and even death. Proper disposal of unused drugs saves lives and protects the environment. In April of 2021, the city's police department participated in the 20th National Take Back event. Here's what happened nationally April of this year in that one-day event. Total law enforcement participation was 4,425. Total collection sites, 5,060. The total weight of the medications collected was 839,543 pounds, which translates into 420 tons. It's good to have those out of people's houses where they can't hurt anyone. So if you have unused prescription medication, please bring it to City Hall next Saturday, October 23rd, anytime between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. You can enter the lobby through the State Street doors. That concludes today's press conference. I hope we've shown you that there's no reason for anyone in Erie to be bored this weekend. There's a lot going on coming up, and there are plenty of good, fun things to do. Until next Thursday, please follow us on social media for the latest updates, events, and everything that's happening all around the city. Everyone who spoke is now available for interviews. Thanks a lot for being here and watching.